You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. Fresh off the flu in this motherfucker. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? I think I'm going to get through this without coughing today. We are at 91.5% healthy. Shout out to me, goddammit. We got some Raw, we got some NXT, we got some AEW, and unfortunately, we got some injuries, and even more unfortunately, we got some releases. Let's talk about it all. But first things first, hit the socials. Yes. Follow me, RJD, at RJD10K on Instagram, RJ699 on Twitter, RJD199 on Snapchat. But most importantly, follow What the Wrestling on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok. Follow me, What the Wrestling, on Anchor and Spotify. Well, a bunch of shit to get into today. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. This is your AEW, NXT. What the hell is that? AEW, NXT, and Monday Night Raw review. And we're going to get into a little bit of news. We're going to rock through until we get it all done. Let's see how long it takes. Not about time, it's about quality though, baby. Man, we gotta stay hydrated out here. Once again, thank you for everybody who asked about a brother to see if he was okay. I did not have the Rona. But I probably did have the flu. About a week and a half now. Just like I said, 91.8% on point. I'm almost 100%. Last week, I had 2 very bad days last week in regards to my health. I think I slept one of those days for like 16 hours. It was crazy. But I'm good. I'm good now. I'm back now. I powered through some episodes last week. If you heard or saw the podcast last week, you know it's hard to fake how much I was coughing and how sick I was. I had the tea on deck, but today we got the water. Just finished me coffee. So hopefully this little 1/3 of water bottle left will be enough to get me through. But thank you, everybody, and welcome. This is What the Wrestling. We talk about all things wrestling. I will be talking about New Japan tomorrow, not today, so look out for that. But I still have to go back and watch a couple of matches, so stay tuned for my New Japan. Wrestle Kingdom. Man, hold on, stop the show. Man, I miss Wrestle Kingdom. I mean, the pre-COVID Wrestle Kingdom, where the Tokyo Dome was packed, full of people, 40,000 plus, 2 nights. Okada, Naito, Sanada, Shingo Takagi, Will Ospreay, the Time Bomb himself, Tanahashi, the Ace. Man, I hope next year we can go back to the way Wrestle Kingdom should be. I hope so. I don't know. I mean, with this freaking nonsense going around for the past 2 years, who knows what's going to happen, but man, I miss Wrestle Kingdom. I went back and watched Okada Omega 1. Woo! Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. But anyway, let's get back to the show. Gonna start off with AEW, being that is the most recent thing, and then we will get into... Actually, should I get into the news first? No. I'm gonna get into AEW first, then I'll get into NXT and the news there. I'll finish it off on Monday Night Raw, and we'll go from there. So, first things first, wanna wish Rey Fenix a speedy recovery. That brother took a hellacious bump yesterday, and immediately, you don't have to be a rocket science to know that his arm is probably broken. I didn't even see it on the first watch through, but when I saw the replay, you saw that his arm was hanging in a way that it should not be hanging there. He immediately pointed to his arm. He immediately pointed it out, and it was just like, Jesus Christ. Like, when I saw it, I was just like, oh no. And the only thing that we can hope for, honestly, is that it was a clean break. If it was a clean break, that means it'll heal, hopefully, quickly. But fuck, man, that was a nasty looking injury. And we here at What the Wrestling wish Mr. Rey Fenix, I can never roll the R's like that, but we wish Rey Fenix a speedy recovery, because he's going to be out for a while. Penta is a charismatic machine, very excellent at what he does. So if he has a little singles run, it's going to be very, very enjoyable. Listen, they've been all over the place. They're in high demand. The Lucha Bros are everywhere in many, many promotions. So you know what? Maybe this is a good, much needed break. You never want to see somebody take a break because of this shit, because of an injury. But AEW got hit with the injury bug last night. I mean, like, goddamn. They had Jay Atlas, spoiler review. Oh, too late now. Spoiler review if you don't want to know what happened on Rampage. In 3, 2, 1, fast forward about 20 seconds. Jay Atlas wrestled, I was about to say J. Cole. Adam Cole, baby. He wrestled Adam Cole, and he got hit with a knee injury last night. And Adam Cole, I think, called an audible and tapped him out so they could finish the match. But, I mean, just the injury bug all around. Matt, Nick, and Brandon Cutler were not on Dynamite last night. They were at home because they got hit with that little virus thing running rampant in the world. They got hit with that. So AEW just got smashed yesterday with injuries and COVID. There's a lot going on. So I wish everybody a speedy recovery. I hope everybody recovers well. I hope everybody's okay. Hope Rey Fenix, if he needs surgery, go get that shit immediately, get it out the way, and get on the road to recovery. Hopefully it was a clean break and it's not that big of not that serious. But, nobody wants a broken arm, a broken leg, a broken anything. So let's hope for the best. We opened up this show last night with AEW World Championship match between Hangman Adam Page and Mr. Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon himself. This was an excellent title match. This match started off fantastic because you could see there was a sense of urgency. There was a sense of urgency, first of all, to this match.
Oh, yeah!
It was awesome. So there was a sense of urgency in Hangman last night. Both of these guys ended up bloody and bruised. I think both of them were bloody. We had a bunch of head-button spots. Cool to see. This was a fight. It was a good old-fashioned fight. This is what this was. The end came when Page. We had a couple of commercial breaks here, but Page hit a moonsault for a close 2 count. He went back to the floor to go get Mr. Danielson, hit him with a dead eye. I love that move. Dead eye off the ladder. Shout out to Joey Janela. He's set up for the buckshot lariat, but Bryan Danielson fell due to fatigue, and he could not hit the move. This is the exact thing that Kenny Omega did versus Okada at Wrestle Kingdom. I believe it was Dominion or Wrestle Kingdom. This was excellent. I love that spot. A couple of people have done it. The first time I'm sure it's been done before, but the first time I saw it is when Omega did it, when he just dropped dead after trying to almost getting hit with a Rainmaker. He just dropped dead. I was like, oh my God, this match is amazing. I think it was Okada Omega 2. Look it up. Go watch it. Go watch all 4 of those matches. They're all great. But that is an awesome spot. Love it. Bryan Danielson ended up fighting back. Hit the label lock after playing possum for a little while. Looked for the submission but could not get it. Hangman refused to tap. Then these guys just headbutted the shit out of each other. And Hangman delivered, Danielson delivered a Gotch style power driver. Shout out to Suzuki. Hit a power driver and the running knee. Page countered a running knee into a power bomb, and Danielson caught him with a triangle choke. Moments later, he shook off the pain, the agony, frustration, and he connected with a huge buckshot lariat for the win. This was excellent.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
This was awesome. Good sequel to the match. AEW rarely does rematches, but that's okay. They don't need to do a bunch of rematches. They have such a talent pool, such a gene pool of talent, that they could just have straight matches with each other for a hell of a long time, and that's okay. This match was great. Go back and watch it. Good start to the show. Next, we had MJF versus Shawn Dean. MJF comes down, then CM Punk runs down, MJF runs out, and so what happens is CM Punk then hits Shawn Dean with the go to sleep, and the ref disqualifies MJF, so he starts off the year 0-1. That sucks. But CM Punk then grabs the mic and said, listen, I just want to fight you, and this is going to be your future. Every single time you think you're going to have a match, you're not, because I'm going to come down and fuck your shit up. Basically, that's what he said. MJF then started to cut a promo saying that, hey, listen, you think did you get offended that I said I was Rowdy Piper? You know what? Unlike you, Rowdy Piper was talented enough to main event a WrestleMania. Ooh, crowd said, ooh, okay. Then Punk comes back and said, listen. Well, he called him PG Punk, and he did get a PG Punk chant. That was funny. But Punk comes back and said, listen, if you think the grass is so green on the other side, be my guest. Go ahead and leave. Go main event night 4 of a buy one, get one free extravaganza and get released faster than you last in the sack. Wow.
Halfway.
Take a few.
Wow. Shots fired. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Line of the night. Right there. Line of the night. That was a great line by Punk. MJF didn't like that too much. He came back and said, listen, you want the match? Then we're going to have CM Punk versus ... Wardlow. You ain't getting the match, goddammit. Crowd was tight. There was crickets in the air. They chanted bullshit. They didn't like it. But you know what?
Stupid.
You thought you was getting the match. You're not getting the match. Shout out to MJF. So Dean gets the win. MJF gets disqualified. Wardlow versus Punk next week. Good shit here. Then we did have Wardlow with Shawn Spears versus Antonio Zambrano. Zambrano goes to the outside. He gets hit with a Death Valley driver from Shawn Spears. Then he gets powerbomb 5 times for his troubles, and he gets pinned by Wardlow. We also had Chris Jericho come out here saying his last time on Dynamite, his last time on TBS was 1999, and he lost to Booker T. There ain't nothing wrong with losing to Booker T. Shout out to the five-time world champion. I think it's 6-time world champion, actually. But 2.0 came out and interrupted him. Jericho tried to get a square head and a pinhead chant started. Really didn't work out. He ended up getting his trusted Floyd, beat up Daniel Garcia, who tried to sneak attack him, but they got the best of him. And then Kingston, Ortiz, and Santana came out for the save. Shout out to Proud and Powerful. We need to get them AEW Tag Team Championships. My prediction, they will be tag champions this year, later on in the year. That's my prediction. And I'm sticking to it, goddammit.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I'm serious. I'm pulling for them. Proud and Powerful. They're too good to just be sitting in the back. They need to be tag team champions next. Moving on. And Jericho, some of his jokes did not land here. That's okay. Jericho is hit or miss sometimes. But I'm glad to see Le Champion back, because I have a little bit of the bubbly in my cabinet, and I'm popping it out for a special occasion. Shout out to Jericho. Now, TBS Championship Tournament Final. Ruby Soho versus Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill's daughter and her, I'm assuming her boyfriend, husband, I'm not sure, her partner, was at ringside. Shout out to her. Shout out to her daughter, cute kid. And Jade, looking phenomenal as she always does, comes out. Ruby, badass Ruby Soho, had a nice jacket. Shout out to Ruby Soho for that. All tatted up. Unfortunately, this match was not that good. Can't lie. Listen, if I'm going to give it to you straight on WWE, I got to give it to you straight on AEW. This match was not good. Jade could use some work. Ruby Soho is a veteran, but these ladies, their chemistry was a little off, and we got to do better. Oh man, told you we're not coughing, goddammit. This was not a main event final. This was not a tournament final worthy performance. It was the weakest performance in the tournament. We did have a Thunder Rosa sighting. Mercedes Martinez tried to interfere. Thunder Rosa came out. They fought to the back. That was cool. Jade Cargill was going to go to the top rope to finish off Ruby Soho. She thought better of it because she's like, I might kill myself or her, so we're not going to do it. Then she went up and hit Soho with the Jaded from the second rope and got the win. Nice to have her daughter out there with her, first TBS champion. Jade Cargill has a shitload of potential, and she will, mark my words, will be a star one day.
Perfect.
Superstar one day. The problem is she's only had about 20 matches. She's got the presence of a star. She's got the makings of a star. But in the ring, she's just not there yet. Now, that doesn't mean she won't get there. I'm not going to sit here and, cap. No, she's going to be okay. But she's got to get better in the ring. She's got to get better in the ring. If I was her, I would just be wrestling, get better. She's so physically dominating. She don't got to do much to get over and win. Like she says, like, I'm that bitch. Like, she is like I said, we haven't seen nothing like that since maybe China, as muscular as she is. I think her and China were around the same height. Her and China, physically, they are physically and genetically gifted. Like, China was literally one of a kind. Jade has a one of a kind physique, but the physique is only going to take you so far. You got that belt, you got that strap around your waist. AEW, those women can work. Even Britt Baker. People give Britt Baker a lot of shit, but you know what?
You stupid.
Go back and watch All In, and then go back and watch Britt Baker's last match. Britt Baker has gotten a hell of a lot better. Like, her MJF, I think I said this on one of my podcasts recently. Go back and watch All In. All of those guys that were on All In, and then go watch AEW now. A lot of people got better. Even fucking Omega has gotten better. And he was already great. Like, it's awesome and phenomenal to see people working on their craft and doing their thing. But this match could have been a lot better. I mean, it wasn't shit. It could have been better. So, shout out to Jade. Kudos to her. First ever TBS championship. Hopefully she wears that shit proudly, because it's very good to see. Then we had Brian Pillman Jr. versus Malachi Black. Brian Pillman Jr. put up a good fight. The end came when he tried to do the flying Brian, and he slipped, and then he just got kicked in the face. He got black mass in the face. Now, stop the show. I think he slipped. I don't think he slipped on purpose. I think he actually slipped. And Malachi Black, being the professional that he is, I think they were going for the springboard into the black mass finish, which would have been like, oh, shit. But what happened was they got a springboard trip. So Malachi just kicked him in the face. So, great way to improvise, but he definitely slipped. I think he slipped by accident. And shit happens. Rough day at the office. He'll be okay. After the match, she was, what's this damn girl's name? Malachi was about to go back after the Julia Hart. There you go. About to go back after Julia Hart, but Rey Fénix and El Penta Cero Miedo came out, and then the lights went out, and then the lights went back on, and they were swapped. So they came down the ramp. Malachi is in the ring. Lights went out. They came back on. Now they're in the ring. Malachi is on the ramp. This is the point in the show where shit started to get weird.
Surprise, motherfucker.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here? First of all, they kept turning out the lights, turning the lights on, turning out the lights, turning the lights on. It just got weird. It got very weird. And then the main event came, and it got even more weird. So the main event came, the end came, where we had Lucha. We had Jurassic Express versus the Lucha Bros. This was a spot all over the place. It's a Lucha Bros match. You know, there's a lot of creative offense and stuff going on. The end came when Jungle Boy got hit with a package power driver on the apron. Then he got hit with the Fear Factor finish, and he kicked out. Alex then goes, hey, let's set up a table. So he sets up a table. Christian Cage chases him off. Luchasaurus choke slams Fénix through the table, subsequently breaking Fénix's arm. Complete accident. It happens, unfortunately. Get well soon, Rey Fénix. Penta is in the ring with Jungle Boy, and then I guess the match wasn't supposed to end yet, but they had to call an audible because it's like Rey Fenix is hurting badly. So they called the audible. Jungle Boy rolls up El Penta, rolls him up. They get the win. They are the new tag team champions. And after the match, literally every tag team in AEW came down to the ring. You see, what happened here is they had a little bit more time left. Being that they went home and they called the match off early, they went to the finish early, so they had about 2-3 minutes left. So I'm guessing Tony Khan just said, let's send everybody out, send everybody out. So they sent all the tag teams. I mean, Red Dragon, Santana and Ortiz. They showed Jericho, Aleister Black. They showed Private Party. They showed all of these tag teams on the ring apron. And Jurassic Express was in the ring. And then they tended to Rey Fenix and brought him to the back. And then during the match, like right before the package power driver spot, the lights went off and then went back on again. So I thought for sure we were going to get Brody King.
Do it! Just do it!
But we didn't get Brody King. We didn't get anybody. There were no surprises on this show. So I don't know what the hell happened at the end of this match. I don't know what the hell was supposed to happen. I guess we'll find out in the next couple of days. But the ending of this show was weird as fuck. On top of the fact that Rey Fenix got hurt. That sucks. And I just hope, like I said, hope Rey Fenix is okay. But the end of this match was weird as hell. Like the weird level in this match.
It's over 9,000! What?
It was weird. It was very, very weird. So with that being said, that is your AEW. That was your AEW Dynamite. Switching it up now, we are going to go to NXT. Now, unfortunately, we do have releases. So we have William Regal, Timothy Thatcher. We have William Regal, Timothy Thatcher, Lorcan, and Birch. And a couple other people backstage were let go yesterday. That fucking sucks ass. First things first. Why the hell would you let go of William Regal? Like, there's no way you're gonna tell me he doesn't have anything to offer. That's bullshit. So here's the full list. Let me just make it. Sean Ross Sapp from Fightful reports that William Regal, Timothy Thatcher, Danny Burch, Scott Armstrong, Brian James, the Road Dogg. Oh, you didn't know? Hideki Suzuki of Diamond Mine, Allison Danger, Dave Cooper, and Ryan Katz, all relieved of their duties. Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp reports that the cuts were made specifically to remove Triple H's people from power. They continue on Fightful. WWE alluded to as much in an official statement to Fightful, which read, "With the continued evolution of 2.0 NXT, we've decided to part ways with some of the staff based in our performance center. We thank them for their many contributions throughout the years and wish them the best. Regardless of who his friends are or what direction NXT is headed, imagine thinking William Regal isn't able to benefit the company. Imagine just letting him go, free to help any other promotion, scout and develop talent. This shit is crazy. William Regal, stop the show. Stop the show. Actually, don't stop the show. This is what I saw. That's what I said when I saw this.
Wow.
Are you shitting me? Like, I was reading this and I was just like, come on, man.
Disturbance cause I guess when it's to just calm everybody down. Respect my authority!
Get the fuck out of here!
You stupid.
Why would you... Listen, if you didn't think that they don't want Triple H in power, that he was removed from power, if you don't think this was a whole conspiracy to shit on Triple H and move from his direction and move into another direction, this is just further confirmation that they wanted Triple H out of power from NXT. How do you let go of William Regal, Road Dogg, Timothy Thatcher, everybody that Triple H put into power to help him build NXT to the NXT that we know and love for so long? How do you remove that guy? Just because that's a Triple H guy, you don't think William Regal has anything to add in your new current wave of NXT recruits? You don't think he can talk to those new NXT recruits and build them up behind the scenes? You know how many people this man has helped behind the scenes tweak their character and be great? You know how many people owe a lot to him? Rest in peace, Dusty Rhodes and other guys backstage. You don't think this guy could have helped out the 2.0 crew? Are you stupid or dumb?
You stupid.
Even if you moving in another direction, this guy still could have helped out your company. Fuck out of here. That makes no sense. This guy knows professional wrestling. He knows the business through and through. He should go help AEW just because. Now, there's no guarantee that he will want to do that. But what I'm saying is, who knows what he wants to do now? He may just want to chill out and be easy and be like, you know what? I'm good on wrestling. But this guy, William Regal, should be in wrestling. He just knows. He knows how to bring it out of people. He's an excellent trainer. He's an excellent teacher. He's an excellent coach. I'm shocked that Shawn Michaels and Samoa Joe still have jobs. How the hell are they not fired? I don't wish that on them. I do not wish that on them. Let me repeat that. I do not wish that on them. I'm just shocked that they made it through this round of cuts. I'm shocked. I cannot believe it. Because they'll be on the next round of cuts. Especially Samoa Joe. They already cut him once. I'm sure he has a backstage role, but it would not be surprised if they cut Joe. But I really just don't understand why you let go of William Regal. Why are you letting go of all the Triple H's guys? These guys could help the current talent. They could help the current talent. I don't understand why you would just let them go like that. Man, NXT is officially dead. Excuse me. NXT. Oh, where'd the cat come from? NXT is officially dead. It's over. It is game over.
You lose. Finish him.
It's over.
Flawless victory.
Flawless victory. Game over.
Get over here!
It is a wrap. Basically, all he wants to do, this is what he did. He Thanos snapped everybody out of NXT. That's what he did. That's what Vince has done. He just Thanos snapped, everybody gone. They have disintegrated, and the last person disintegrated last night, Tuesday night, 2.0 New Year's Evil. It is a wrap. Let's go to the scorecards. Let's talk about the main event first. So, Braun Breaker versus Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT Championship. What are you doing, bro? Look at. What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? What are you doing? You're in the way, bro. I'm trying to finish the podcast. Go somewhere. Just comes out of these. He's playing with the bottle cap. He's like smacking it on the desk. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Listen, you know, sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Now he's laying on my notebook. This goddamn cat. You're lucky I like you. He's looking at me like, don't look at me. Do your podcast.
You stupid.
All right. Enough of the cat. So, Braun Breaker We're going to start with the NXT Championship match. Braun Breaker versus Tommaso Ciampa. The end came. Ciampa tried to send Braun Breaker hard into the unprotected cement, but Braun Breaker sent him into the announce table. That was a nasty whiplash spot that he took. Woo! Every time I see something with Ciampa's neck, it just makes me cringe because I know he had neck surgery. He then followed up with a military press power slam. But Ciampa grabbed the rope and broke it up. Ciampa then he caught Braun Breaker between the legs and hit 2 running knees, and he hit the fairy tale ending for a near fall, which literally had me jump out of the computer chair. Then they fought on the second rope. Braun Breaker fought back and hit a bulldog from, I think he hit a bulldog from the second rope. And then after that, he locked in the Steiner recliner for the tap out. And after that, Ciampa, he then, I believe he kicked and broke the NXT logo, the old NXT logo. And that right there, and shout out to his dad. His dad was there to watch him, even though they can't acknowledge that Mr. Steiner was there, but he was there to watch his son win the chip, which was dope. But he kicked the NXT logo, kicked the middle of it off, and this signifies the death of NXT. It is over. It has been Thanos snapped into oblivion. Like, it's over.
This is Sparta!
Damn! NXT going down the hole. It's over. So, unfortunately, first of all, this was a great match. Good match. Shout out to Ciampa. Don't know where they go here. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets cut pretty soon. Shout out to Ciampa. Shout out to Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker will main event a WrestleMania one day for sure. He did a standing moonsault in this match too. That was impressive, especially for a guy that's like 250 like he is. Very, very impressive. But this signifies the death of NXT. Shortly after this, the very next day, they fired a bunch of people. This is just shitty. It sucks. I don't like it, but it is what it is. NXT as we know it is over. Don't look for it to be the old NXT. It will never return. They are getting rid of everybody that Triple H put into place. They have taken over NXT. They have made it into Monday Night Raw light, and it's very unfortunate because NXT used to be the best damn wrestling show on TV. Now it is no longer. I don't even know what this shit is. Don't call it NXT. They should honestly call it something else. Let's call it Nickelodeon 2.0, because with all these bright ass colors, that's basically what this has come to. We started off with Carmelo Hayes and Roderick Strong in a championship unification match. The end came when there was a backbreaker. Stronghold for a 2 count. After that, Melo got to the ropes, hit a series of forearms into an Olympic slam for a near fall. They battled on the top rope where Carmelo Hayes hit an avalanche X-Plex followed by the diving leg drop. He got the win. They will unify the NXT North American Championship and the Cruiserweight Championship. Probably just going to get rid of the Cruiserweight Championship altogether. And this was a very, very good match. 2 good workers. Carmelo Hayes would have fit right in the old NXT because he can work. Roderick Strong is who he is. It would not shock me if Roderick Strong gets cut the next round of cuts. Definitely wouldn't shock me at all. Then we had NXT announces the Dusty Tag Team Classic beginning in 2 weeks. AJ Styles and Tommaso Ciampa, they spoke backstage. They had a backstage promo. Indy Hartwell challenged Caden Carter and Casey Catzaro, as well as Amari Miller to a match. Hartwell didn't want to fight in a handicap match, so they tried to get Tiffany Stratton. She blew them off, but Wendy Chu was sleeping there because they got rid of that whole Mei Ying shit, so that was a wrap. AJ Styles then comes out and he cuts a promo saying that he wishes he would have came to NXT, the old NXT, not this bullshit. And Grayson Waller then comes out. He called out Grayson Waller for devaluing the fans. Waller came out, demanded a match with AJ Styles, but it's going to happen next week as the main event of the show. So, next we had the best match on the card, Imperium versus MSK and Riddle. Now, all of these guys, this was the closest thing to an old school NXT match that we were going to get. Oh, we also had Pete Dunne, who challenged Tony D'Angelo. That should be fun. But the end came when Eichner and Bartel laid out Riddle with an elevated brainbuster for a pin, broken up by Carter. Riddle then came back and battled back in Imperium's corner. MSK hit their double team tag team finisher. Davian Eichner followed by a Riddle moonsault, and then he hit a RKO on Bartel for the win. And fun. I like Riddle using the RKO. That doesn't bother me. That's fun to see. Then Riddle, after the match, backstage, Riddle rode off into the darkness on his scooter. The Creed brothers then told MSK they ain't beating them, but they'll see them in the Dusty Tag Team Classic. Good stuff there. Then we had the NXT Women's Championship match. Mandy Rose versus Raquel Gonzalez versus Cora Jade. This was aight. This was aight. That's the most I can give it. Rose tried to isolate Jade, but Raquel recovered and threw Jade to the floor. This turned into a one-on-one. Rose tried to escape repeatedly, but she would not let her escape. She then hit her with a Chingonga bomb. I forgot what she calls that shit. But Jade broke up the pin with a diving senton. The camera did catch her in the frame, so you knew she was going to jump. You knew that wasn't the finish. But the young star then threw Raquel Gonzalez outside, and she got rolled up for the 3 count. So she's young. Cora Jade has a lot of work to do. She's young. A lot of people are hating on her. I'm not going to hate on Cora Jade. I like Cora Jade. You got to understand something. All of these young people, you got to give them time to develop. Why are you going to get mad at all of these people for being young? Remember Braun Strowman? Remember how green he was when he first started? Why, remember Raquel Gonzalez, how green she was a year, 2 years ago? People who just start wrestling professionally, they're in the lab, they're working on their craft. How are you going to get mad at them? Let them develop. They will get better. Everybody's not great in their first match. Oh my God, they're so great. You got to start somewhere. NXT is developmental, so let the fucking people develop. Goddamn. Cut people some slack. Everybody, Cora Jade sucks. Yo, let the people develop. Look at how much better Liv Morgan has gotten. All of these people we see, a lot of them are just getting better. They just need reps. Once they get the reps in, they'll be fine. But you got to give people time to develop. So I like Cora Jade. I think she has a promising future. The damn girl is, I think, 20, 21 years old. Shit, cut her some slack. Mandy Rose, that's the perfect thing that they're looking for right now in WWE for their women's champion. She's going to hold that title until somebody comes along and takes it from her. Glad Mandy Rose is actually doing something. So that's fine by me. Shout out to her. Then we had Von Wagner lays out Andre Chase and attacks fans at ringside. Von Wagner, I don't like Von Wagner. I don't know what it is about him. And it's not like the man can't wrestle. He can. He's good in the ring, actually. I just don't like Von Wagner, and I don't know why. Cameron Grimes also appeared. He said he wanted gold in 2022. Give that brother the North American title. Cameron Grimes should be North American champion. To the moon. Shout out Cameron Grimes. I like that guy. Mitchell asked Electra Lopez about Zion Quinn, and Lopez announced that she would leave the winner of Santos Escobar and Quinn next week. Boa struggles with the power to control him, and he's gonna fight Solo Sikoa on his own. Shit, I don't know about all this, but we've had better stuff. So we'll see what happens. But that was your NXT. Between the releases and just the death of NXT, it's a sad day. I don't like it.
Stop it. Get some
I
help.
don't like it one bit, but this is what they want to do. This is the direction that they're going. Monday Night Raw light, it's what they want. I would have much rather seen Triple H. Like, yo, for real talk. Let's all say a prayer for Triple H, man. I'm not even gonna lie. If I was Triple H and I had to watch, I'll fix my mic here. If I was Triple H and I had to watch basically everything that I've built get tore down, brick by brick, piece by piece, pillar by pillar, person by person, fired, released, not pushed, catering, fired, released. It would fuck my head up. It really would. And on top of the fact that he had a cardiac event and he needs to probably take it easy, his stress levels, you know, he's an executive in a very high powered company, so it's already very stressful. And, you know, you got a wife and kids and family and all that, so it's a very stressful time, I'm sure. But yeah, say a prayer for that brother, man. Because I'm sure mentally there's a lot going on, because he's only human. And to see what he has built turn into what it is now, and it all gets destroyed just because he didn't put AEW out of business, and that shouldn't have even been the goal in the first place, sucks. So say a prayer for Triple H, man. Real talk. Say a prayer for that brother. Where's my goddamn? Oh, I don't have my thing. Listen, just say a prayer for him. I was gonna hit the button, but I won't hit the button. Say a prayer for him. Monday Night Raw. Brock Lesnar comes out with Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman bigs up everybody in the match. To make a long story short, Brock Lesnar comes out, and promo ended with Lesnar and Heyman finishing up and basically saying they beat everybody and they're gonna confront Roman Reigns about on tomorrow, on Friday, on SmackDown. Shout out Paul Heyman. I know this is all one big swerve. He's still working with the Tribal Chief, and the Tribal Chief is gonna Paul Heyman's gonna screw him out of that WWE title. I could feel it. Next, we got RK Bro versus the Alpha Academy. Otis pins. He went for the RKO on Otis, but Otis hit him with a power slam, and that was all she wrote. This was a very good match. RK Bro, Alpha Academy. Alpha Academy now have earned a title shot by beating the champions. Stupid, but it is what it is. Tamina and Akira Tozawa versus Reggie and Dana Brooke. Let's see.
How dare you?
How, Sway? Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
You stupid.
Get the fuck out of here!
Moving on. Then we had Queen Zelina and Carmella versus Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash. Women's Tag Team Championship. Okay. So there was a vertical suplex towards the end for a 2 count. She brought Nikki back in the ring. The Queen pulled her into the middle rope and beat her down to take control. Zelina knocked Ripley off the apron before she rolled up Nikki ASH for the win. Carmella never was legal in this match. It was a short match. A couple of good moves, and that was it. This is that give divas a chance bullshit. Yeah. No bueno.
Get the fuck out of here!
Next, we had the Street Profits versus Apollo Crews and Commander Aziz. Hit the side. The end came when one of the Street Profits hit the silencer, but Aziz was right there to prevent the cover. He pulled Dawkins out of the ring, and the Commander ended up getting shoved into the ring post. Montez made a tag and hit Crews with the best looking frog splash in the business right now, and they got the win. So shout out to the Street Profits coming off a loss. They got the win here. Then we got Damian Priest versus Dolph Ziggler for the U.S. title. So the end came when Priest went after Robert Roode and beat him down at ringside, but he got back in before he was counted out. He hit Roode with a chair, and Ziggler took him down with a zigzag for a close 2 count. Priest then got back to his feet, blocked the super kick, hit the Reckoning for the win. This was a good match. Had some good spots in this match. I like Damian Priest. I like what they're doing with him. Ziggler and Roode, you know, this is the mid card. This is what they're doing. I wish I wouldn't see this shit every week or a variation of this every week. I wish they would kind of move these things along and put different opponents with them. But this is the WWE way. This is what it is.
Surprise, motherfucker.
But Damian Priest is really good. I like the fact that they're using him. Then we got Omos versus AJ Styles. All you need to know here is Omos is not ready to be a singles guy. Even AJ Styles couldn't make this guy look fucking great. Omos, very green in the ring. Brother needs work. He is exceptionally tall. He's a monster. I mean that in a good way. He's a monster. But he just, it's not connecting. And it's not connecting with the fans. It's not connecting with me. They need to do something with Omos, but he's not ready to be on his own. I know the thing with him and AJ, it was a good little tag team, but AJ should be doing singles stuff. Omos is not ready to pick up that mantle just yet. Definitely not. I know they're trying to push Omos to the moon, but listen. Excuse me. Omos needs work. He does. Now, earlier on in the night, they needed to crown a #1 contender, so the main event of this show was Bobby Lashley versus Big E versus Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens to see who would be the #1 contender. Truth be told, it is the Almighty. The end came when Big E got rolled back into the ring and Owens hit a senton followed by a Seth Rollins frog splash, but there was a kick out. Lashley came in and cleared out Owens and Rollins from the ring for a moment, and the Almighty hit 3 men with spears. All 3 of them got speared to holy hell, and he got the W. It would be him and Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship.
Just bring it, bitch! Give me a hell yeah!
I will take it. Take my money. I always wanted to see Brock and Bobby Lashley. WWE, for some reason, ever since Bobby came back and Brock came back, they just never went to this feud. And for the life of me, I don't know why. These guys are big as hell. And even Paul Heyman said it. Paul Heyman said, listen, the Almighty, he almost had Brock Lesnar. And I told Brock Lesnar this is the first time they actually met and did something. He speared you through a barricade. The second time they met, he had you in a hurt lock and didn't know if you was going to get out of the hurt lock. I don't know why they don't just rock with these two. This is a money feud. He's a babyface. Lashley's a heel. I like babyface Brock. He's good on the mic. He says exactly what he needs to. This is great. I like this. This is dope. Let's keep it going. These guys are going to have a kick-ass 10-minute match. I'm telling you. It's going to be, especially if Paul Heyman produces it, it's going to be all action, 8 to 10 minutes. Bada bing, bada boom, 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 boom. Let's see who wins. And either Paul Heyman is going to cost him the title here, or they're going to go to WrestleMania and he's going to cost him the title at WrestleMania. But I can't wait to see these two get in the ring. It's going to be a big, beefy man match. Two big dudes doing what big dudes do in the wrestling ring. It's going to be awesome. The type of shit that Vince likes to see. Anyway, his style, his perfect style of booking big dudes. So I can't wait to see what happens. I'm all for it. And speaking of all for it, that's all I got for you. So this has been one hell of a show. Crazy stuff going on all over the wrestling world. I will have a video on what I thought of night 1 and night 2 of New Japan. I'll give you my thoughts, and then I'll have some more news for you guys tomorrow. Won't do it tonight. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And everybody stay safe. Here in the Northeast, we will be getting some snow. Hopefully it is not too crazy, and we will keep it going. But don't forget to hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. What the Wrestling. Check out the socials once again in case you missed them in the beginning. Everybody be safe out there. I am out of here. RJD, I'm gone. Peace.
Dom DeMarco.